SuperDave here with another SuperDave review. This is a SuperDave special review. SuperDave here with another exciting action figure review, and today it is time for another Marvel Legends. We don't do all of these, but this is Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest. It is Black Widow, a Target exclusive for now, and she is supposed to be one of the pinnacle figures in terms of articulation. Just look at that beautiful head sculpt. We'll have to see if they actually really are that excellent in person once we break them out of the package. But just look at all the stuff she's packed out with there on the back. Wow, she has a lot of accessories. That's so cool. Look at that pose, that wicked pose there. And again, those beautiful head portraits and hair. Let's just see if they are exactly like what we're hoping for here. And then look at that artwork on the side, just really cool. She's just looking really neat. There's that logo, there's the box. And so let's go ahead and break her open and check her out over here with a lot of other Avengers in this futuristic looking backdrop. And here we are with all of the Avengers and some of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and just a lot of figures here that go along with this franchise as we're getting ready to take a look at the first in this line of Beyond Earth's Mightiest. That's right, a very articulated and accessorized Black Widow, and she doesn't look like much just fresh out of the package. But we're gonna see exactly what she is made of and what features she has right now as we begin with her accessories. And the first thing we see that Black Widow comes with is these fairly familiar gesturing hands, a left and a right, but this one has almost a cupped type look to it, as if it's designed to actually kind of rest on her hip or to hold something. So that is unique. This one is very similar to what we're used to seeing in our Black Widows, but just take a look at that first head sculpt, since we're right here at it. Beautiful with that hair, that strip of hair just kind of dangling in front of her face. Really cool looking. Eyes are beautiful, very well done. You also see she comes with a left and a right trigger finger hand. One is horizontally hinged and the other is vertically hinged, and then two horizontally hinged balled up fisted hands. So that's 3 sets of hands, and then her bracers that have the smoke effect, and then she comes equipped with the bracers. I forget what they're called, but they shoot out little missile things, and that's after it's been deployed, the little missile things, and the smoke's coming out of the bracers. And then this is the ones where they're actually having fired, they're firing, the flame effect coming out as they're shooting forward. And then she comes with 2 pistols. One is a small little handgun. You can see it comes with 2 effects, a smoke effect and a blast, again, that firing effect. And then another pistol with a silencer on it, and it also has the hole so you can put either the smoke effect or the little blast effect, so you can equip either one, so you get 2 of each. And so a lot of good accessories here, and of course the belt is also loose. Might have to glue that down, but you can remove the hands and the bracers to swap those out. And also, one thing to notice is she does not come with any holsters like we've seen in the past, but that gives her that streamlined look. She can hold those guns in her hand with those trigger finger hands that she comes with. Let's look at these face sculpts. The first one here that we'll look at, other than the one she's equipped with, is very serious. A real serious looking Black Widow face. And then one that we saw in the picture on the side of the box, which is kind of a smiling face. Let me tilt it back because the hair is kind of casting shadow on it. It's not quite as beautiful as what the box showed. I mean, you still see a little bit of a smile and the pretty eyes, but let's just look at them side by side real quick. So that's the exact pose on the box. And you can see here, we zoom on in here, just look how beautiful that face sculpt is on the box. And then that's what we actually got here. So nope, not quite there. And it's a shame because that is amazing. And this is mediocre. It's okay, but it's not the prototype or the, you know, the display that we're shown. And just to be fair, one more shot here, comparing it to this side art. There's what they advertise, and here's what we received. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, in my opinion, it's just nowhere close. Just a completely different look on the face. And it's not bad paint apps. Her lipstick is, you know, not crooked from best I can tell. Her eyes look good. It's just not the same face. Pretty much the same hair, but it's the face that's just missed. Just a big miss on that, especially if you compare it to that what we're advertised. But it's still good. You know, I'm not going to complain all night here. Still a good face sculpt, but not, you know, it is a little disappointing because, you know, you look at that box like, dang, if it's that beautiful, you know, that's going to be a cool head sculpt there. And this one is not advertised on the box, except for in the small little image of showing what we get. But, you know, she's serious there, and that one definitely looks accurate. Yeah, I would say that one's probably more accurate than the other one. That one's, they pretty much nailed that one. Looks good there. And then as far as the other head sculpt here, I really think that they nailed that one as well. You can see, you can definitely get her in the same pose. I think they pretty much nailed that head sculpt. Looks just like the box. Pose and all. Cool. You can do it. And now it is time for us to take a look at our Black Widow's articulation. Alright, taking a look at our Black Widow's articulation. Let's zoom her on in here. Boy, is she not awesome. She's able to pose just miraculously, effortlessly almost, to stand up, which is really cool for an action figure. But let's go ahead and take a look at this articulation. Head's going to be able to look up a really good amount there. Head's going to be able to look down all the way. Not going to get a whole lot of pivot, but you are going to get a decent amount of pivot with this head because of the hair being shorter. So, you know, definitely both ways there. You're going to have full 360. You're going to get better than a T-pose. You also have bicep swivel. You have also a nice butterfly joint, as you can see here in the back, the rear here. That butterfly joint goes forward, and it will also bend backwards for you there. And again, bicep swivel, double jointed, seamless elbows, which look really good, really nice there. Good range. And this hand over here, same exact articulation on everything but the wrist. You're going to have a vertical hinge here on that one trigger figure hand. All the other ones are horizontally hinged, but you're going to get decent motion and swivel out of those. And remember also, these gauntlets are removable. You see that's a floating piece and it kind of gets in the way. It'd be nice to kind of glue that down, I think. But you're going to get really good diaphragm motion here. You see she's going to be able to bend back a good amount, and then she's going to be able to bend forward a little bit there with that diaphragm portion under her bosom. It also will turn and go side to side some, but also notice this is where we're getting into some new material. Not only the butterfly joints on a female, pinless double jointed elbows, but also we're going to get a hinge at the stomach. So that's going to allow her to get a lot more of a bend over, crunch forward range there when you incorporate the two of those. So she could really tuck in and duck and do whatever she needs to do. So that's looking really, really good. All right, there is no swivel at the waist because of that extra joint there, but that's fine because you do again get that at the diaphragm. So that is pretty good. Now you also get almost full splits, not quite full splits here. No drop down method, but not quite all the way there with the splits, which is a little disappointing. You would have thought that with this figure you would have gotten that. You're going to be able to kick up a really good amount there, and you're going to be able to rotate that to get just about any kind of direction with those legs that you want to, other than straight out, unless you were to rotate that all the way around, and I don't want to bend that. You also have your thigh rotation, and again pinless double jointed knees, which are nice. You're going to get all the way with that tiptoe there, all the way up. Excellent rockers with a peg hole in the bottom. So with the exception of the, I would say maybe the ability to move those hips a little bit more outward in the splits, and then the peg, the toe hinge, this chick has just about as much articulation as any Spider-Man we've ever gotten. So that is really, really good. That is an excellent thing. And you can see just, her shape, it just seamless, looks good all the way around. There are details and wrinkles in the jacket type outfit that's over her torso and around her midsection. The zipper is painted as well nicely all the way up to the collar that goes alongside. And let's just go ahead and take a look at the other head sculpts while we're here. I'm going to go ahead and pop on my second favorite, more of a serious look for Black Widow, and that's where I was talking about. You're not going to get quite as much movement as far as going up because of course the hair in the back, but you still get a decent amount of pivot, get a decent amount, but she'll be able to look down all the way. But you're going to have to use that torso to look up in the sense of what you're going to want to do, as far as the fact that you have that hinge that's going to allow you to look up, even though the hair's in the way of the head looking up more. But that looks good. And then finally, my least favorite, which could have been my favorite if it had looked anywhere close to the packaging, and that is the more of a smiley face here look. No matter how I get it, it just doesn't quite look the way I want it to. But again, limited looking back, except for using that diaphragm. Look down all the way, and yeah, you can still get some pivot, even though the hair's touching the shoulders. It's soft enough you can get it out of the way there. But there you have it. Now let's do a few comparisons. And here she is measured up against some of the other Black Widow figures that we have. There is Scarlett Johansson in the black outfit, and then over there in the white outfit, that's the head that actually came off of like the Quantum Realm suits, but I popped it on there so you kind of get an idea of the movie look. Then there is another one that is the non-Scarlett Johansson head sculpt in the white outfit, but you can definitely see a comparison here in the body styles and the outfits. But by far, this new Beyond Earth's Mightiest Avengers Black Widow, she definitely has the better articulation. Not necessarily the best outfit, but the best articulation. And I would even say pretty competitive head sculpts. It's hard to beat Scarlett Johansson's head. She's very beautiful. Those head sculpts I thought were really good, but still did a good job here with the overall look. And so very pleased with that. All right, thank you so much for joining us for this review, and we'll catch you on another one real soon. Be blessed.